This was supposed to be a relaxing day in Cape Cod after completing my zero fuel challenge. But Benji and Ramona had other ideas. One minute, they were happily walking with me unleashed. The next, they decided to make a grand escape, completely ignoring my calls to come back. Before we jump in, thank you for your patience. This video took a lot longer to edit and upload than I expected. The past few months have been challenging health-wise, and I've been getting sick quite a bit, leaving me with very little energy for editing. But I'm finally feeling well enough to share this adventure with you. After charging in Carver, Massachusetts, we only had about a 30-minute drive left before arriving in Falmouth, which is located along Upper Cape Cod. After all the planning, charging stops overnight, it felt good to finally relax and enjoy Cape Cod with Benji and Ramona. We arrived around 11 a.m. and suddenly realized that I was hungry. I could sense that the dogs were feeling the same way. While it may not be the epitome of fine dining, we share a mutual love for McDonald's chicken nuggets. We decided to order drive-thru and quickly ate our meal in the parking lot. Chicken nuggets, please.
Okay.
That's actually it. Barbecue sauce would be good.
Yep. So no part of the first one.
Okay, thank you. After lunch, we headed to Trunk River Beach near the Shining Sea Bike Path. It was one of those beautiful Cape Cod days that makes you want to stay outside forever. Trunk River is where Oyster Pond meets Vineyard Sound. So it's basically a little spot where fresh water and salt water come together. That mix makes this area really full of life. It creates a kind of nursery for marine life like squid, flounder, and sea bass along the bikeway. The Shining Sea Bikeway follows an old railroad line that used to bring people all the way from Boston and New York out to the Cape. And now it carries something simpler: walkers, cyclists, and two very determined little dogs. And it runs right along the shoreline here, with salt marsh on one side and the ocean on the other, like you're walking between two moving views. The name Shining Sea comes from America the Beautiful, written by Catherine Lee Bates, who was from Falmouth. In 1893, writer Catherine Lee Bates reached the summit of Pikes Peak in Colorado. As she gazed across the vast landscape stretching to the horizon, she was so moved by its beauty that she penned the words that would later become one of America's most cherished patriotic songs. The dogs were having the time of their lives, so I let them enjoy a few minutes off leash. That may have been a mistake. Benji and Ramona suddenly decided they had their own plans. Now, if you're imagining an action-packed chase scene, that's not quite how things unfolded. Because of my hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, I wasn't exactly sprinting after them. Instead, I was carefully picking my way over the rocks, trying not to twist a joint, while two very determined little dogs continued their adventure without me. That officially ended the off-leash portion of our adventure. We continued along the bike path, taking lots of breaks along the way. My body needs regular rest breaks. The dogs, however, strongly disagreed. Every time I sat down, they would bark at me as if they were my personal fitness coaches. Are you talking to me? What are you trying to say? Is it time to walk? No more resting. And then there are these little stone stacks. They always make me think about balance. Not just in the physical sense, but in life too. You stack your goals, you stack your responsibilities, and then you realize you also need space for rest, or everything starts to wobble. So you adjust, rebuild, and find your balance again, one small shift at a time. Just as the coastline feels like a place to stay forever, we turn inland towards Maison Villatte, my favorite French bakery. Founded by a French-trained baker, the bakery's warm butter, fresh bread, and sweet aroma are irresistible. My favorites are the Shining and the chocolate croissant. I ordered these and brought them to the car to eat them there, since I didn't want to leave the dogs alone. Apples. The dogs spent the entire time staring at me while I ate. Just as I was enjoying my pastry heaven, my phone reminded me of my doctor's appointment later that day, which I had completely forgotten about. Oops. Missing it wasn't really an option. Living with hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome means I have to stay consistent with treatments. If I skip treatments, my body usually reminds me pretty quickly. I get osteopathic manipulation and chiropractic care alternatingly every 2 weeks. And I get trigger point injections monthly. These treatments help reduce the intensity of my pain and helps maintain mobility. So, our Cape Cod day ended earlier than expected. I switched my car over to hybrid mode for the trip back and still managed to get around 70 miles per gallon. Even though the day was shorter than planned, I truly had an amazing time. I think the dogs did too.